Hello, today is Friday, February 19th, 2021, and today I wanted to talk about the topic of President Trump, genius or terrible judge of character. Now, I know this channel is called Women's Virtue, so the question is, what does women's virtue have to do with the president? It's a Bible quote that says, "My people perish for lack of knowledge." And the thing, I'm going to air out probably some of my frustrations in this video that, they've been saying, oh, look at what President Trump had to put up with. Look what he had to put up with 4 years. Well, the title of it, President Trump, a genius or a terrible judge of character, is there are so many people he hired that he supposedly had to put up with. So do we know, was there some big grand plan, like some people say, that he was setting people up, or was he just a really bad judge of character? Did he hire people in his inner circle? Did he endorse senatorial or other candidates? Did he put people in positions of power who were untrustworthy? Was he sort of thinking from a business viewpoint that when people came and worked for him as a real estate person, that they were hoping to achieve and do well, and that working for Donald Trump was the best thing that they had going, so they were going to do a great job? Where in politics, unfortunately and immorally, a lot of people have their own agenda. They might be working for, as some people call it, the deep state, the cabal, whatever. So did he not realize that people weren't going to come on board? Was he really ignorant of the good versus evil? Are the hires that he brought in close to him that sabotaged him, was that part of a deep plan to expose all these types of things that they're saying? Here's the thing. Some Christians say that they don't have any part in politics, and that there's Bible quotes that say that you should just go along with whatever the government is suggesting. However, America is what is called a representative republic. We are we choose the people to be governed by. It's not like we're in a place where kings or queens were appointed. And even when, like in Pharaoh's time in Exodus, when the Pharaoh wanted the midwives to kill all the little babies, all the little Jewish baby boys, the midwives feared God more than they feared Pharaoh. So there's plenty of examples where, when the government's being immoral, the Bible has people following God. So back to the question, is Trump and his team geniuses that have a big master plan, or was this just regular terrible judges of character, hiring people for all the wrong reasons, not being able to discern good or evil? Now, there's something, when someone's walking with God, they have a lot of discernment. They can, to a lot of people, somebody might look perfectly fine, but people who have discernment from God can see, whoa, there's something wrong with that person. That character isn't right. There's a problem there. And so now we have the whole question of, we're a representative republic, and Jesus Christ said, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father but through me. So we've had all these exposés on the election fraud that has gone on for probably decades, where people that we did not vote for are put in positions of power and are making decisions dishonestly and immorally. And even referendums, whether it's on taxes or moral issues or abortion, or we'll say sodomite unions, all these types of things, maybe the people did not vote for all these things, and the election fraud was foisting people and policies on us that we didn't choose. So I guess what is bothering me is that, well, here at Women's Virtue, truth, Jesus says, I'm the way and the truth and the life. We're not it's almost impossible to find out what is true. What's going on? Why are these officials, why do we not know? Was the governor of California put in falsely however many years ago? Why is this information not being made available to us? And I don't think I'm alone with this. I think that Americans, they just don't like dishonesty. And I don't like that we pay these people salaries. A lot of these politicians, they all get their salaries and their access to power. We're paying for that. Our tax dollars are going to things that we don't agree with. They're going to people who are not necessarily helping and actually hurting people. So, I personally, have a, I have a sense that people like Sidney Powell and General Flynn may be honest people, may be disclosing things that we need to learn. Um, I listened to some Lynn Wood as well, but General Flynn, Sidney Powell, I think there are people, but it's like, what is so hard about just putting the cards on the table and telling the American people the whole truth? I mean, when people have to testify, they have to say, I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Why are the American people, why are we having to sit here wondering what's going on, wondering if there was a plan, wondering if Trump was a terrible judge of character or a genius, wondering if, just wondering what's going on? It shouldn't happen. We should have facts, reality, truth available to us. And even the people that we supposedly trust, it's like you can't get the whole truth from anybody. And so I just find that very frustrating. And I just encourage anyone listening to this to pray that the truth be exposed, that secrets be exposed, that people who are wicked and dishonest be exposed and are dealt with in a lawful, court of law manner. But I just we all keep thinking, tomorrow we're going to find out the whole truth, and it just doesn't seem to happen. So just please pray for our country, pray for our world, and but we shouldn't be being deprived of the facts and the truth. And anyway, thank you so much for listening to Women's Virtue.